Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Princess of Aesthetically Princess, and today I am finally back. Yes, I know that I was not here on Monday, but I was sick and it did not end very well, so I couldn't film that Saturday that I usually do and then be able to post on Monday because I was sick for those 2 days. So what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, hi, welcome. If you are new here, hi, I am Princess. I usually do different types of things, usually dealing with hair, skincare, art, and today we're doing bullet journaling. I know usually on this Friday I would post a Inktober video, but because I usually do a monthly bullet journal set up on the last Friday of each month, we are here. So for this month's bullet journal thing, I decided that I was going to embrace the entirety of fall in like the best way possible, because I didn't get to at the beginning of the year because I decided I wanted to do like an academia theme for like the month of September, and then for August I had like a cottagecore theme. So this month I am going full fall, including yellow. So I hope you guys enjoy this bullet journal setup, and I will see you guys in the voiceover. Okay, on to the first part of this video. So if you're new here, then you don't know that I usually, when I make these videos, I always make a coloring page exclusive to usually my Patreon members. But seeing as I closed my Patreon earlier this year, this is usually saved. This is going to be saved specifically for my shop. So these coloring pages will be all included in my shop update in December. So if you really like it, you'll just have to wait. So sorry. But as per usual, like I said, I always start with a cute coloring page. As for this coloring page, I kind of, because of the theme I was going for, I kind of drew overall, inspiration from girls that go to the pumpkin patches during the year, because honestly I think it's adorable to go to the pumpkin patch and go get yourself a nice pumpkin. But at this exact moment I was like, something that was exclusively like fall fashion, like the calf high boots, the pants, and the big sweater, and of course the hat. Actually, this is usually how I really dress, so like this wasn't anything like new to me. As for her hair, I always love red hair on brown girls, and I thought it just fit the fall theme so well to have like the deep red hair next to her skin tone. And honestly, it looks so good with the orange that I kind of just fell in love. So as for the color scheme for this particular month, I went with like this mustardy yellow and this almost fluorescent orange. I like this orange a little bit more than the orange that I used for my October bullet journal setup, because that orange was a lot brighter, and it was a lot more neon. It kind of fit the theme way more than the orange that this one does. My overall color scheme was just these oranges, the yellow of the background, and then two different browns, kind of like a brown and then a deeper version of that particular brown. I love how the entire page looks. I love little pumpkins, of course. The green wasn't really part of like my usual color scheme, so I just had to pull that one together. Other than that, I actually absolutely adore this entire coloring page, just because she looks so cute, and it's completely something that I would wear. Actually, if I really look for it, I probably have an outfit almost exactly like this, so like I'm not mad in any kind of way. Okay, on to the monthly setup side. So not monthly setup, the quote page. So as for this quote page, I have really been falling in love with the idea of using banners this month, because I've been pulling together my own kind of bullet journal setup type things set up for like the months of 2021, and I'm trying to do something a lot different. So this particular page, I kind of wanted to take this time to figure out exactly what I really wanted to do for this month, and this banner was just so cute to me, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. The banner was just something that kind of like shows up. This is probably going to show up a lot more as I go on, because again, it's like a nice accent to add to an already cute page, and I ended up mirroring it so it could be a lot more centered. and a lot more, equal on both sides. So I think no, my bad. As for the actual quote that I went for, was something that I just kind of found on Twitter. I kind of wanted something that was both inspirational but still within that fall theme. So I wanted to put like the actual text onto like the banner, and then I wanted to be able to have like the rest of it below it, so like you could kind of see where your eyes should be focused to and what parts of like the actual quote you should be focused on. I love it. I think it came out absolutely so adorable, and honestly, I think it might be just like so simple that it's just so pretty. Like imagine having like a cute print of this like on your wall. Like I just was like, I loved how this came out. Like I can't even say anything else. I wanted to also do some foldery on the sides of it, but like I felt like it just was, I'm gonna say that I thought it was too much, but I loved how it came out. Enjoy the rest. Okay, time for my monthly, setup. So as for this month, I revisited that cute little banner because again, I thought it was just super duper adorable. I wanted to keep this banner as much as possible because it doesn't show up much more after this because there's like no way, because I have a template for how I usually do my bullet journals, which is going to change in the year of 2021. I've already thought about it. I've already come up with new themes. I'm so excited for 2021, by the way. As for the rest of the themes, so I wanted to keep with this cute little yellow idea, and one of the things that I really wanted to make sure I had was sunflowers. I love the way the sunflowers look and came out overall because they really pop against like the idea of just fall and the oranges, and they fit so well in the yellow ideal because it is sunflowers. It's a bunch of sunflowers just sitting around. And of course, I think it looks honestly so good. And of course, they show up a lot more as my bullet journal setup kind of keeps going on. Like I said, I thought that the yellow of the sunflowers just fit the idea so well. Especially when I personally was like, I really wanted yellow to be the theme of this month. So I wanted a cute flower to go with this month as well. So the sunflowers just helped everything out so much. And actually, I really like I said, I really like how my sunflowers actually did come out. So they were super simple, by the way, like just one of the simplest flowers I have ever drawn, and it still came out looking great. So the other thing that I added to this particular page was the use of little, very, very minuscule leaves. The idea of leaves. I really wanted to go with the cute leaves theme because, of course, when you think of fall, you think of falling leaves, and the leaves, of course, changing colors. So I decided to incorporate those as well. Mostly just yellow flowers and some orange ones and some brown ones as well. As for this part, I kind of skipped through this part really quickly because I know there are people out there that have trypophobia, and I kept looking at it and I was like, ooh, looks kind of weird. I don't like it. So I try and skip through this part as much as possible. But like I said, I also used leaves. Now I ended up taking out like a good amount of me working with the leaves because honestly, I got so frustrated that I kind of just did the thing where quit. So you won't see as me working on the leaves as much because I had made an attempt on those leaves at one point and kind of like messed up the first few times I drew them. So I kind of just gave up and tried again. So enjoy the rest of this particular theme. Okay, on to my habit and mood tracker page. So for my habit and mood tracker page for this month, I decided to go for a really cute little bucket of pumpkins. Particularly, I kind of drew the idea from, when you go to a pumpkin patch and they have just some pumpkins just stacked up in barrels. I kind of wanted that, but I went for a square barrel instead of like the rounded ones. So I did the same idea of like same design as like a square barrel would have. Like, it's super duper easy too, and I actually really like how it came out. I thought it was actually really cute, especially with I used those browns that I have, of course, and using them with the idea of this cute barrel just made it pop more, especially because the oranges of the pumpkins just came out so well. I reused the idea of the stack of the pumpkins in my, what's it called, goodness gracious, my weekly spread, and I just thought it just looked cute with the pumpkins just stacked on top of each other. And honestly, I think this might be like one of my favorite parts. It's just the pumpkins, and then on top of that I added in some of the leaves that I had already drawn previously for my monthly setup and kind of like made them float down around it. It just looked so nice and it just came out so well that I kind of just fell in love with this entire page. The orange on the yellow background just pops so well. I just kind of was like, ooh, it just makes it so nice. The pumpkins were, of course, super duper easy to draw. Pumpkins are always super duper easy to draw, and I love it so much. Such an easy thing to draw and be like, yeah, that's a doodle. That works. So enjoy the rest of this drawing. Nothing much, since usually these are one drawing types of ideas. Enjoy. Okay, as for this part of my bullet journal, I thought, of course, you saw already me putting like a few of the leaves in place because I thought it looked very cute if I just added in those few falling leaves just on the places where I usually write my months, and I love how they came out, of course. And finally, I decided to go with a cute little stack of pumpkins with a few sunflowers behind it, because then it would incorporate all the other parts of my bullet journal, and of course, you know, kind of make everything a lot more cohesive. As for this little stack of pumpkins, it didn't take me too long, but like, of course, it's a tedious task to keep drawing pumpkins in different colors. And I just kept going for like that color that I used as the shadows on the pumpkin before it, to make it so much easier to, you know, kind of differentiate between which pumpkin is which and which one's underneath it, and without having to, like, you know, draw a bunch of shadows and things like that. And it made the process a lot easier and a lot quicker. So yay for me, I guess. As for the sunflowers, I kind of just ended up copying pasting the sunflowers that I had already drawn, and then drew their leaves, of course, in the background. Super duper easy page, and I really think that this was like super, like, one of the easiest parts of this bullet journal, because it wasn't much that I had to just completely redraw except for those pumpkins. Everything else I kind of just copy and pasted, and I love how cohesive like the overall theme looks with everything else. So it make me happy. So enjoy the rest of this quick bullet journal setup, and I will see you guys in the outro. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any ideas of what December's theme is going to be, leave it linked down below. If you'd like to see more updates on this particular theme, follow me on all my social media, which is also linked down below. I'm also going to put together a journaling playlist, so that if you guys want to watch some of my prior journaling videos, they'll also be linked in this particular video. Thank goodness that I have finally put that together. If you guys want to see more journaling stuff, stick around, stay tuned. I try and do these once a month, usually on the last Friday of each month, but sometimes I also like to do some other journaling stuff with you. And come the new year, I already have plans for a lot more journaling videos because I do enjoy it. I find it fun. So stick around, subscribe if you'd like, click the bell to know when I upload other videos besides this one, because I do all types of stuff. I will see you guys next time. Bye.